more hours. So we're gonna finish the Tenmyoji arc, that's for sure. And we also find a way. Well, I'll get on that later. Well, I hope. Anyway, so basically when it started to cut off was right after the puzzle. I don't know if it was like convenient, but basically I just finished the business card puzzle, but it turns out that it was and I did it for nothing because I kind of stumbled upon the answer when I moved the books on the bookshelf to make the H, because it was obviously an H. So I kind of use my logic and deduction to put the books accordingly, and this ledger with the business card was a clue to give you like the pattern. So I think this is right. Then let's look at the other side. Maybe the shapes looks like something now. So okay, let's have a look at the back of the business cards. Book 334. It says book 334. What does it mean? Well, a book is a bunch of pieces of paper that are bound together with... I know what a book is, Quark. Alright, so yeah, this is 334, like stack of 3, stack of 3, stack of 4. And now I need to put the correct. Try putting the good brandy on the coaster to make the H. So there it is. So this is where I left off. Not sure if I picked the drawer here, but I used the spear. Since the tip was diamond shaped, I just stabbed the desk and I found a key, which is right here. And I'm gonna use that to open the facial recognition thingy. What is this? One of the training machines you see on the late night commercial? Yeah, I haven't read that part yet because once I was replaying it, I didn't touch the thing. Put your hand, I'm a salvage business. You think maybe we could turn it on? I assume so. You've already got the key! Try putting it in! There you go. Whoa, the light's on, the top turned on. Looks like you managed to turn it on. Alright, it's on, now what? Well, why don't we give it a face to look at? One of ours? Well, yeah. Damn, none of our faces work. Faces not recognized. Gender mismatch. What does it mean by gender mismatch? Maybe it's saying that he needs a girl? But there's only 3 of us and none of us are women. Well, maybe if we dress Quark like... Well, okay, maybe if we dress Quark up like a girl. No, no way! Why don't you dress up then? No, just thinking about that making me want to puke. Besides, do you see a wig or makeup or anything around here? How would any of us dress up like a woman anyway? Dude, you totally want to do it. No, I don't. ... Hey, wait a minute. Maybe... What is it? Did you have an idea? Well, it can't hurt to try. But yeah, definitely worth a shot. Okay. How long has he had that in this pocket? It looks like a piece of paper. No, it's a picture. Oh yeah, I remember him looking at that in the infirmary. I guess it's worth a shot. You put the piece of paper inside of a machine, and the wall pivoted. There's like a secret entrance layer, and there's a love seat, and the helmet of the knight armor, and some sort of lever. Whoa! Taking a sip. Oh my gosh, it's like we're in the villain's secret lair! Huh. Didn't think that would happen. So apparently there was a picture of a woman that Tenmyoji is holding. I guess the recognition worked. Yeah. So who is this girl? Hey, stop! And then I look at it, and she's just a girl. No, she's not just any girl. This is an old picture of 12 years old Akane Kurashiki from the 999 game. So the facial recognition recognized her face. That means that she's zero. Like this is the director's office, or she's the director of this establishment, because like this reacts to her face. But another question is why Tenmyoji is keeping a picture of Akane. Because that's not it. That's Tenmyoji is not Akane's grandpa, because Tenmyoji is a last name. So doesn't make any sense. I think I put 2 and 2 together, but I think that for the sake of the playthrough, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, and you figure out what does it mean. Is she your granddaughter? No. Well, who is she then? Damn it, fine. You already seen her after all. Her name is Akane Kurashiki. I've been looking for her for a long time. Looking for her? Yeah. Why? Because she's his first love. No. Yes. Like they're giving more and more hint that this is old Junpei. But why? Why is Clover only 3 years older, but he's like already past his 60s? Like it doesn't make any sense. You got it wrong! But you carry that pictures everywhere! I don't think I've ever seen you leave it somewhere. And when you don't think anybody's watching, you talk to it. I've seen you do it. Huh. Didn't mark you for a hopeless romantic, Tenmyoji. Look, it's not about love, and I'm not a goddamn romantic. Okay, okay. You don't want to talk about her, I get it. Tenmyoji ... There's a picture in front of the lens. Quark says it's a picture of Tenmyoji's first love. I think her name was Akane Kurashiki. Trying to look at something, but meh, I don't really see it. I can't say I blame Tenmyoji for falling for her back when he was younger. She was a cute kid. But yeah, we're gonna leave the picture there for some reason. Meh, alright. So, what do we need to do? Left is pull on the helmet. Look! Oh, hey, there's the helmet for the suit of armor. There's a red bar on his left eye. So let's take that. Let's put it on the armor right here. There you go. That suits him. Get it? Suits him because it's a suit of armor. I made it funny. Alright, so what's left to do? What's left to do is to sit on the chair and pull the switch. There's a lever next to the chair. Why don't you pull it? What's going to happen? Come on, is it really hard to figure it out? You think it's going to go back into the wall? Pull the damn thing and find out! Alright, I guess I should start by sitting in the chair. Then I pull the lever. Oh, I see there's from this side there's a balloon with a bullseye in the middle that covers the deer's face. Here I go. Now I pull the lever. And then there's a P in the back room. And then there's a battery. Looks like there's something on the table. Is that a battery? Now I've combined it with the tablet. The tablet is light. Alright, so I'm gonna go back. I pull it up again. Oh, if I pull it again, the chair should turn back around, right? Whatever. Not like I have a choice. Huh. Okay. Now I'm gonna sit on the chair. You must be feeling pretty tired then, Muji. All the excitement can't be easy for someone at your age. Why don't you sit down for a bit? I'm not so old I need the likes of you worrying about me. That's so? Well, I think I'll just have a seat then. Ah. Alright. Now I'm gonna use my slingshot on the balloon because there's a bullseye. Huh? What's that? You think maybe it's an eye watching us? I don't think so. I think it's a target. Like a bullseye? Yeah, you're supposed to shoot it. Shoot it with what? Don't be an idiot. You already got what you need. Okay, I'll just use the slingshot to... Whoa, hold on there. Do you actually have something to fire? Oh. No, I guess I don't. What are you going to shoot it with then? With mine bullets? It's called telekinesis, Sigma. Anyway, I figured that slipped your mind like everything else. Here, I grabbed this off the floor earlier. Take it. Oh, this is the key we use to start the facial recognition device. Thanks, man. I guess I don't have to use my special psychic powers after all. Here goes. Aiming. 3, 2, 1. Fire. There you go. Whoa, nice aim. You got it right in the center. All right. Now I pop the balloon. I'm gonna check the tablet. Looks like you got the tablet to turn on. Look! Something showed up on the screen. Enter 4-digit password. Press the target to the right. LHELP. Completed. You did it! Good work, Sigma. Take a look at the screen. Yeah, moon, sun, huh? What's this? Looks like the password for the safe. Awesome! Now we can open it. Okay. Now I'm gonna check again. Yes. So this is what happened. Like when I do that, the other panel activates, like the one that says, "Oh, it's gonna start to boot soon. It's gonna start to boot soon." Well, once I did that, the other puzzle boots, and then it's a tangram, and I have to build a parallelogram with it. And it took me along and didn't look anything like a parallelogram, but the game somehow accepted it just because of the position, I guess. But it wasn't like perfect because I was relying on what the laser pointer gave me, because when it was rebouncing on the inside of the bottle, it was a parallelogram. Anyway, I got the code, so yeah, I got the code, so I'm not gonna bother doing the puzzle again for you. So, looks like it worked. Good job. That was awesome. The screen changed. Yeah, now it's blue, and now... Hey, it looks different than before. The symbols are different, and they're in different places. Now I'm gonna check something before I continue. Since I'm replaying the puzzle... Yeah, everything's here, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for the silver file. Get this. I'm gonna change the difficulty of the puzzle here. Wait, I'm gonna save first. Save. Alright, the save, yes. Okay, now I'm gonna switch it to easy. And then a save just like before, got a way to open it. I'm gonna try the password I got. Wait, no, this, yeah, director's office. So, moon, sun, moon. Moon, sun, moon. If that works, I'm gonna get the silver file. There you go, there's a silver file. Good job! It opened! So basically I can redo all, if I want all the silver files, I can go back and redo all the puzzle, but just switching back to easy and then inputting the secret file password, the blue password, and then they're gonna automatically give me the file. So good work! You found a silver file, my first silver file, since so far every puzzle I made, I didn't need to go oh wait, I still need to input the green password key. Alright. Moon, sun, sun. There you go. Moon. There you go. Completed. So, phew, it's open. There's not much. There's only the key, the star key card, and the key to get out. Feels empty this time. There's only two things in there. First, we got the AB room key cards. Oh, these must be the star cards they were talking about. There are two of them. You guys take one, and I'll take the others. Right. We're pairs, so we only need one for the two of us. And the other thing is the key as usual. Yeah, now you can get out of here. There you go. Great, no point sticking around. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, here we're gonna read the archive. So I'm gonna read Sun, Moon, Star Key. So 3 different types of card keys generally found in the safe in each room and used to open the AB game. Without them, you can't open the AB game to play the AB game, which means you can't gain BP. In other words, getting one of these cards is the first step of your escape. The Sun key is used during the first round, the Moon key in the second, the Star key in the third. Slingshot, an elementary device that uses rubber to launch a small projectile, frequently used by adolescent never-do-wells. And it can be used as a necklace, but this is not recommended. So this is like the test site mystery. The site in question was for a simulated manned mission to Mars, held in the Nevada desert on New Year's Eve 2028. The audio logs from the simulation contain a woman's voice, assuming to be one of the test subjects, saying the following: 6 of us are dead. Counting myself, there are only 3 left. I guess you could say I killed them. No, that's not quite right. Not just them, not just these 6, all of them, all 6 billion. Most evidence seems to suggest that this was the beginning of the Radical 6 outbreak and that the Nevada facility was the epicenter of the pandemic. Now, termites. A general term used to refer to the insect of the epifamily of Termitoidae of the cockroach order Blattioida. That's right! Even though they're sometimes called white ants, termites aren't even in the same family as ants. They're in the cockroach family instead. Also, king crabs are in the hermit crab order, and the remora is in the perciformes order. Other words 0 the third say before he leaves. There are a few variations. Have a nice trouble, have a nice tragedy, have a nice trust. Conjunction. a term used in positional astronomy. Put simply, it means that two celestial bodies appear near one another in the sky. When used in the context of our solar system, it often refers to a position where a given celestial body is aligned with the Sun. For example, when Mars is on the opposite side of the Sun from Earth, it is considered to be in conjunction with Earth. Mercury and Venus, which orbit closer to the Sun than the Earth does, have two types of conjunction. When they are hidden on the other side of the Sun, it is referred to as superior conjunction, and when they are lined up on the near side of the Sun, this is called inferior conjunction. Okay, and last but not least, this is the photograph that Tenmyoji was holding. The subject is a girl named Akane Kurashiki. Akane was one of the people who appear in this game's sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Person, 9 Doors, as a childhood friend of Junpei, that title's main character. In 999, she was 21 years old. This picture was taken 9 years ago. Before then, when she was 12. Look at the left side of the picture. If you look closely, it almost looks like there's a man grinning in the background. Do you see him? Don't worry if it seems a little strange. A spirit medium has told us that the person in this picture is a guardian spirit who's looking after her. He must have shown up here, and because he heard that sort of destiny she had in store and decided to see how she was doing. And yeah, I don't see it. I don't see how you can. I don't get how you can manage to see a man grinning in the background from that picture. So, alright, let's see what else have we unlocked. Nothing? But those are just silver files, I don't get it. Wait, no, I read that. Ice 9, H, floor, AV floor, reception. No, I read all that. So what does that give? I don't get what's new does it give. Maybe it gives half the files. Oh, okay. Maybe it reels half the files. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Kids. Alright. Shoop. Star key. This is new. Okay. So there were no new files. But I have to read the golden one still. The door lock. It says lock right now. You guys ready? Yeah! Go for it. Alright, 3, 2, 1, open! You found it! Okay, walking back from the red door.
No!
Now he just realized that he left the picture in the director's office.
Damn it!
What's wrong?
I left something in the director's office.
What was it?
The picture. Ugh, how could I forget it?
Oh yeah, we must have set it down after using the face recognition thing.
Yeah, I'm going back. You two go on ahead to the warehouse.
I want to come with you.
Me too.
Yeah, that's fine. Why don't you head back to the warehouse, Sigma? The others are probably already waiting.
Alright. I'll see you two later then.
Right.
Bye, Mr. Sigma.
I watched them jog off toward the blue door. And then they were gone. Guess I should be getting back then. Back to warehouse A. I stepped into the warehouse to find all the other teams already there. Kay and Luna, Fi and Clover, and Dio. The moment Dio spotted me, he dashed over to the rightmost AB room and slid his card through the reader.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
As he turned to look at me, I swore I saw a flash of a smug grin.
There. Happy? This time I waited for you to get back before I opened it. You see? I can be considerate.
But then Myoji and Quark aren't here.
Yeah, where are they?
I guess they forgot something back in the room we found. They ran back to grab it real quick.
And they'll be here in a few minutes. No big deal.
While we waited, we exchanged information about the room we investigated. Unfortunately, none of it seems very useful. None of us had found anything, and we were no closer to unraveling any of the increasing number of mysteries we were faced with. With that discussion exhausted, we sat down to wait. Before long, 20 minutes has passed since Dio opened the door, then Tenmyoji and Quark were nowhere in sight.
Don't you think they're taking a little long?
Yes, I'm getting worried. What if something happened to them?
I'll go have a look.
Then I shall accompany you.
Nah, I'll be fine by myself. It's not that far away.
Just don't look into the abyss too long, or you might become a monster.
That... I don't think... Okay. Look, I'm just going to the director's office. I'll be right back. No big deal. Right. See you guys later. I gave a quick goodbye wave and stepped out of the warehouse. Elevator. Back to floor B. I take the red spot. They took the blue pad last time, but like this thing is so big, I probably went into the director's office from the back door, from the other door. We probably miss each other, so I'm looking around. That's odd. There's nobody here. The picture's gone though. Then Myoji and Quark must have been here then. I laid out the floor B map. Okay. They must have taken the door that faces the warehouse. After that, they probably went through the warehouse and out of the blue door onto the elevator. Yeah, that's a much shorter route. On the other hand, I came through the red door, which is kind of the long way around. Huh. Yeah, it looks like we managed to meet each other perfectly. Well, this was a huge waste of time. Shoot. Might as well head back, I suppose. I'd pack up the map and I was headed towards the door when... Huh? There was a light on where there hadn't been a light before. It was on the little Roomba machine. That looks like a pod where it was sitting. Now it's being activated. It's glowing with a light. What is that? What's that thing? Why is that thing on? We messed with it earlier, but nothing seemed to work. I felt a sudden wave of inexplicable nauseating dread. The light stared at me. I swallowed and edged cautiously toward it. The machine was in arm's reach now. I stretched my hand out towards it slowly, and then there's an hologram.
You finally made it.
Yep, there's an hologram of an old man with some sort of cybernetic eye. He has medium long gray hair, pretty old, probably in his 50s or 60s, He's wearing some sort of emerald suit with gloves, with pants, with chain belt on his buckles, and with some futuristic boots. He looks like an emerald from a Gundam series or something like that. No, you're...
I am Zero. I was the one who brought you here. You undoubtedly have as many questions for me as there are stars in the sky. As you can see, however, this is only a recording. I will therefore be unable to directly answer any questions.
I don't think it is Zero, but I want to hear what he has to say.
Ask if you wish, but I cannot respond.
Arg! I considered taking a swing at him, but decided that was spectacularly futile and kept my bald fist at my side.
Now, where to begin? There are many things I wish to tell you, but unfortunately, our time is limited. As such, the information I can provide is also limited. I have chosen two things of great importance to tell you. First, I will tell you about termites.
If I hadn't read the Golden Files, I would call him crazy, but what does it have to do with anything? But yeah.
In retrospect, I suppose that's a rather odd thing to say. I imagine you look rather bewildered right now. Perfectly understandable. The person who kidnapped you and threatened you with death is lecturing you about insects. I suspect it hardly seems fair. Nonetheless, this is very important. In a way, it will determine your fate. So I ask that you listen carefully. Have you ever seen a termite mound? They are splendid structures. Some might even call them works of art. Termites are natural architects, and their mounds are both structurally sound and make excellent use of space. So, are they following some sort of plan as they build? Are there termite blueprints detailing which room goes where? No, of course not. Each termite is simply an oblivious cog in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of termite DNA. It is doubtful an individual termite has any idea what its contributions are helping to create. But a human does. We can appreciate the elegant forms of their alien cathedrals. We can see the simple beauty of their perfect functionality. We can understand the splendid planning of their structure. In other words, only an intelligence of a higher order can understand the beauty of what the termite builds. Now, consider humans. Why are we alive? Why do we love and give birth? Why do we create? From where do our cultures spring? There are many theories, but no one knows the truth. We are oblivious cogs in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of human DNA. No doubt you see now what this analogy is supposed to illustrate. Yes, I mean to say humans are not different from termites. We trudge through our lives with no greater understanding of our ultimate goal. You might say we don't understand what we're building. Only an intelligence of a higher order than ours can understand what we're doing. Imagine how we might look to such an intelligence. We may be building some structure so perfect and elegant, we can't even perceive it. Whatever it is, we've likely been building it on a dimension just above the ones we know since time immemorial.
The flowchart. He's talking about the flowchart. Says as soon as he said dimension, that word kicked inside my head. Because time, the way we see it, like it's only like first, second, third dimension. Time is being a fourth, but the fifth dimension is like when we see from like the choices we make, like the flow charts, like what both outcomes of one decision at the same time. But Imagine like every human's doing that, and then you're a superior human being. You can see the life of everyone and the choice that everyone makes, and all the multi-different paths that makes at the same time. So that's probably what he's talking about.
If we are like the termites, then what we've created is almost certainly something of tremendous beauty.
Yeah.
And you are about to catch a glimpse of it. Or have you already?
I think I did.
Well, that's enough on that subject, I think. Consider what I've said. Now, let's move on to the second topic. It is somewhat more immediately meaningful to your life, and, in fact, the lives of several billion other people. I realize this is rather sudden, but I have a password for you.
Oh.
It is the password to disarm the bomb, numbered 1.
Oh, nice. He's gonna give us a password for 01. Bomb?
Are you ready? I will only say this once, so pay close attention. The password to disarm the number 1 bomb is BQZ RGJ DXR.
Writing it down, and then noted. I had no idea what he was talking about. This one doesn't, but other Sigma would sure love the information right now. That's a fact. What bomb? Was he saying there were bombs too? If he guessed at my future confusion, he'd show no sign of it.
That is the last of the information this message was meant to convey. Before I go, however, I have a warning. You cannot tell any of your companions what you heard or saw here. If you do, you will be penalized immediately. I hope we will meet again someday. We would have much to discuss.
Wait! God damn it, you can't just sprout all that crap and disappear. I found myself yelling at empty air. And it's dark. The hologram had disappeared. What kind of an idiot does he take me for? Termites? Other dimension? How could that have anything to do with kidnapping us? Shit. Kicked out on a nearby shelf.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Oh crap, I need to get back. Not like there's any point staying here. Spun around and ran out of the room toward the warehouse. Back
Grandpa,
to where?
look! Mr. Sigma's back!
Took you long enough.
Where are the others?
In the AB rooms.
They went in already?
Yep.
Why didn't you too? Have you been waiting for me?
Yeah! Grandpa said there was something he had to tell you before we voted, no matter what.
Oh?
Nothing that significant. Just wanted to tell you we're going to choose ally this round. That's it.
And you had to tell me that no matter what? Seems kind of pointless. I mean, words are cheap. You can't promise whatever you want.
True, but we've got something to back it up. Just hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Quark and I both have 8 BP. We're already on the home stretch. So what do we need to get to the magic number? Well, we need you to choose ally. If you do that, it doesn't really matter to us what we pick.
You'd get 9 to... You'd get to 9 whenever you got 2 or 3 points.
Exactly. That being the case, we don't have any reason to betray you. And if we both choose ally, we both gain points.
True, but you must have considered that I'll choose betray. That would mean you choose betray to protect yourself.
That's why we're telling you we won't choose betray.
Mm-hmm.
Can I trust you?
Of course.
Alright, tell me one thing. Let's say we do this and both ally, everybody gets 2 points. That means you and Quark will have enough to leave, which is great for you, but I'll be stuck with a measly 5. How do I know you aren't going to just open the number 9 door and leave us in the lurch?
I can guarantee it.
How?
I can give you my word. I will not open the number 9 door, even if I have enough points to do so. I swear it. We aren't going to abandon everybody else just so we can escape.
I swear too. I promise.
Man. So all you got is a promise, huh?
When I make a promise, I keep it. Trust me.
Please! You've got to trust us.
Dot dot dot. Alright, fine, I'll trust you.
2 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We're counting on you, Sigma.
You've got to choose ally. You promised.
With that, they turned and ran into the AB room second from the right. Well, guess I should get moving.
One minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
I had a decision to make. Should I trust Quark and Tenmyoji? Well, I could believe they were telling the truth and still betray them. That would bring my BP to 6. I'd be that much closer to 9. And choosing betray would guarantee that they wouldn't try and escape without the rest of us. But we can't say much about the other people we have no control on. Betrayal seems like the safe bet, but...
Please! You've got to trust us. You've got to choose ally. You promised.
Tenmyoji, I could betray easily enough, but Quark, what the hell was I going to do?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna pick the same thing I picked last time, which is ally. And yeah.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
It looks like a save. Like...
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening. Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Luna, Dio, Clover, Quark, Tenmyoji, K. So Alice, Phi, Dio, betray. Luna, Clover, betray ally. Tenmyoji, Quark, betray, and Sigma, ally. So yeah. Clover, I got 11 points. Tenmyoji and Quark got 11 points. Alice still in 3. Phi is still with 1. Dio still at 6. Luna gained 3 points. She's at 4. K loses 2 points. He's at 6. And I lose 2 points, and I'm back at 1.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
1, 6, 4, 4, 11, 6, 11, 11, 1. Oi! What the hell, guys? Why'd you betray me?
Quark had nothing to do with this. I made the vote.
Grandpa.
Alright, fine. Why did you break your promise then,
I only
Myoji?
promised you one thing. We wouldn't open the number 9 door, even if we got 9 points.
What? So you're not going to leave?
Not what I said. Of course we're going to leave.
What?
Look, see Clover over there?
What? Don't tell me. Now Clover's opening the door. Everybody's shocked.
Oh no.
Jeez.
That bitch!
Wait. Quark and Tenmyoji have...
The words were barely out of her mouth, and then Myoji and Quark ran past.
No! God damn it!
Clover, are you really going to leave? Well, yeah. Why else would I open the door?
But why?
I'm going to go call the others, so we can capture Zero Senior.
Tenmyoji, are you and Quark going too?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry, everybody.
So Sigma, happy? I kept my promise. Clover opened the door, not me.
Like hell I'm happy. That's some shady shit then, Myoji.
Say so. I have to get out of here, and that's that. He's got to pay for what he's done.
He?
Zero.
You mean you know who Zero Senior is?
Yeah, no point keeping it a secret now, I suppose. I know exactly who Zero Senior is.
What?
Did he saw the hologram? Like, they were there for a long time. Maybe they saw the hologram too.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Let's go. Come on, guys. Time to move.
Right.
Oh, wait! This is for you, Mr. Sigma.
Quark held something out. I looked down to see 2 pieces of folded paper. What is it?
It's a letter. I wrote it in the director's office before the AB game. I wanted to tell you what kind of guy Grandpa is. So, read it, okay?
He pressed it into my hand.
See you later, Mr. Sigma.
Then he turned and ran toward the door, Tenmyoji and Clover following in his footsteps. I was so surprised by the letter that I didn't even try to stop them. Before I could think of anything to say...
See you.
Goodbye.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Shit! They're gone.
All we can do now is hope they bring help back.
Indeed.
I agree.
I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it. His handwriting was still slightly uneven, but he'd filled both pages with writing. I began to read. It was a really stormy day when he found me. He said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt, but somehow he managed to hear a baby crying. I guess I must have been crying pretty loud. He took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before, so I think it was really hard for him. He couldn't figure out to mix the formula, so he was always carrying the direction around with him. Okay. Also, I guess I was a pretty picky eater, so if he didn't get the water to formula ratio just right, I wouldn't eat it. I guess I was kind of a pain, huh? But he didn't give up, and now here I am. When he found me, I was really small, and he was worried that I might not make it. That's why he named me Quark. A quark is a really small thing, and I was really small too. Probably premature birth or something like that. Grandpa didn't need to worry though, because it turned out that I was pretty tough. When I was 1, he forgot I was sleeping in the bed of his truck and drove off. I rolled out and went off the back, but I didn't even get scratched. I started walking when I was 2, and when he wasn't looking, I fell down the stairs. I didn't get hurt then either. When I was 3, I got really sick. I had a super high fever for a week, but eventually I got better. I guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. Anyway, I didn't really have any more accidents after that, and I was a pretty healthy kid. By the time I was 6, I started helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings. Then he'd fix it up or pull out the useful part and sell them. There were plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. You had to know which part were useful, or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. Every time I'd find something, he'd explain to me what it was, how it was supposed to work, how to fix it, all sorts of things. Usually though, I just wanted to finish up work so I could go to the theater. The theater came to our town once a week in a wagon. They'd show up old news or movies. I went every single week, but Grandpa only went once in a while, and he'd only go weeks when they showed movies. Oh yeah, I didn't know that I'd been adopted until I was 7. One of the other kids on my block told me. I guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town to try to find somebody who'd take care of me. The kid from my block actually had a mom, and he'd ask her if she would take me too. I gotta admit I was pretty shocked when I heard that. There weren't a lot of kids with parents around, so hearing that someone lived with his actual mom was pretty impressive. I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa tried to get someone else to take me. Did that mean he didn't want me? The kid who told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. He was totally spoiled, and he'd brag to everybody about how he had a mom. He liked to come up to me while I was working and say stuff like, "Must have been hard not having a mother." It never bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started to think that maybe he didn't really want me. If I could work on my own, then he could get rid of me. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. Then one day he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. During the day, of course. He went there sometimes to drink scotch, but I'd never gone before. When we got in, he just walked up to the counter with that grumpy look he has, and I thought, oh no, he's gonna make me work here. But I was wrong. I saw him pass something to the bartender, and then he picked me up and sent me down on a stool next to the counter. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old kid, and my leg just dangled off of it. It seems really high to me, and I was pretty nervous. Eventually, the bartender came back over with a glass of scotch and another big glass full of something else. As I looked closer, I realized that the second glass was full of some sort of brown liquid with a scoop of ice cream in it. It took me a minute to realize what it was. It's a root beer float! I'd never seen one before! I was so surprised! Root beer was even more expensive than the nicest alcohol in the bar. To me and the other kids, it seems more like an urban legend than a real drink. But there it was! Right in front of me! I stared at the float. I still wasn't sure if it was real at that point, and then turned to look at Grandpa. He looked back at me. I didn't know what to do, so I turned to the bartender. He had already turned around and moved off, so I figured he must have put the glass down in front of me on purpose. It still didn't seem like it could be real, and I was just staring at it when Grandpa told me to hurry up and drink it before the ice cream melted. His gruff voice sounded like an angel's. "Is this really mine?" He nodded. Words can't describe how awesome it was. I never tasted anything like root beer before. The creamy sweetness of the ice cream made my entire head feel light. I felt like the luckiest boy in the whole world. That's not an exaggeration. I really thought that. The root beer float was delicious, but what made me even happier was Grandpa. When I looked over at him, he was smiling. I know that's gotta be hard for you to imagine, but he really was. Right there, I didn't care whether he just found me and adopted me or not. He bought me a root beer float. That made me way luckier than some kid who had a mother but never tasted root beer. Nah, 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 nah. Of course, after we left the bar, he was the first kid I bragged to. Nah. So Grandpa and I were doing pretty good. Until the fight. I was in a super bad mood that day. I had torn one of my shoes that morning, and some old drunk guy yelled at me. All the junk I found was totally useless. The day was almost over and I was fed up, so I just grabbed some random trash and took it back to the house. When I showed what I found to Grandpa, he frowned. He started going through each thing I brought back, explaining why they were all useless. I got really mad and just yelled, "I don't care!" Then he got mad and I couldn't take it anymore. So I ran away. I was pretty upset. And I started thinking that maybe Grandpa had only adopted me so he could raise me to work and make money for him. After a while, I went and hid in an abandoned building. But by then, I'd started to calm down and think that maybe I should go back and apologize. It had started raining pretty hard, though, so I decided I should wait for it to stop. But that was just an excuse. The truth was that I was nervous. Part of me knew I'd done something wrong, but I didn't want to admit it. The rain didn't stop, though, so I just sat there, staring out at the gloomy gray sky. I imagined Grandpa coming to get me. It kept raining all night, and he never showed up. I gave up waiting and decided it was time to go home. I was about halfway there when I heard somebody groaning. At first I thought I should just ignore it and not get involved, but I went over anyway. It was Grandpa. He was totally soaked, and I could tell right away that I'd been there for a really, really long time. I yelled, and he opened his eyes a little bit. He smiled weakly, and he said he was glad I was safe. He'd spent all night out in the rain looking for me. I felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain looking for me so long that he'd collapsed. I was horrible. He had heard me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. As I ran to get the doctor, I promised whatever God might be listening that if they would only save Grandpa, I'd never ask for another root beer float ever again. He got a real bad fever and his temperature wouldn't go down for days. The doctor said that if he kept up, he would die. If he died, then I'd be all alone. There wouldn't be anybody left to take care about me. The thought of that happening terrified me. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck onto Grandpa because a week later his fever finally broke. I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was also a little scared. What if he had decided he didn't want a stupid kid like me around anymore? My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up, but when the moment came, my brain just stopped. Grandpa started to talk, and it took me a minute to realize he was apologizing. I didn't know what to think. He explained that he was an old man and that meant he was probably going to die sooner rather than later. He was strict with me because he wanted to make sure I'd be able to make it on my own after he was gone. But maybe he'd been a little too strict. All of the things I'd worry about had been stupid and selfish. Grandpa cared about me a whole lot. He'd been worried when I wore off, and he'd gone out into the rain to look for me. I tried to apologize, but when I opened my mouth, I just started crying. I don't think I've cried that much since I was a baby. But he just smiled and patted my head. I asked him if he ever regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide and he said, "Of course not." He told me that he was looking for a really important lady, and because of that, he had to give up on pretty much everything else in his life. But when he took me in and started raising me, he felt like he'd gotten some of what he lost back. That was when I decided I'd stay with him forever, even if he said I couldn't. And this is the first ending that we got, the first real ending. It's not a good ending, it's just a character description ending. Now we see the cast, all the people in English. I want to see if there's the actors. Tenmyoji, Alice, Quark, Clover, Luna, okay, Dio, the announcer, the Mars mission operator, Zero the Third, Tarako, must be an idol, Zero Senior, localization staff, this must be where the voice actors are, the producer, CFO, general manager, licensing manager, project lead, localization head, Q&A, localization specialist, editor, assistant director, assistant editor, Q&A testing, support QA testers, 3 of them, sales, marketing, PR, special thanks. That's it. Original staff. Yeah, director Kotaro Shikochi. Character design, Kino Nishimura. Music, Shinji Hosoi. Game design, Akira Kaneko, Suzumu Kotarewa. Lead writer, Kotaro Shikochi. Writer, Maruka Takagi. Script, Miyuki Shibamoto, Namiko Fukuda. And the rest is the programmer, stuff like that. And we can, oh yes, we can skip it. Tenmyoji, end. Alright. This is Tenmyoji's end. I want to overwrite the save. And now I got a little time left. I got 1 hour and a half. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna check the other endings. Like what happened if we betrayed Tenmyoji here. You know what? We're gonna betray him a second time. You betrayed me once. I'm gonna choose betray with Clover. We're gonna play the ending when we thought with our dicks. See how it goes. Do you wish to jump? Yes. Vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Alice, Kay, Tenmyoji, Clover, Dio, and Luna. Alice K. Quark. Ally, ally. Betray, betray. Betray. Ally. Alright, so we got Clover 9 points. And Alice and Kay at 3 and 8. Quark has 8. Phi and Luna both has 1. 6 has Dio has 6. Sigma has 4. And Clover has 9. And Tenmyuji is done at 4.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
3, 8, 1, 6, 9, 4, 4.
So, that's how it is, huh? Promises are made to be broken, I see.
Sorry. I just couldn't bring myself to trust
I could have chosen betray and killed you. That was a possibility.
Yeah. After all, you did choose betray in the last round.
That was a completely different situation.
Oh, yeah?
Well, in any event, your idiotic paranoia has given Clover 9 BP. How do you intend to deal with that?
Don't worry. She's never tried and opened the...
Really? Then what's that? Look, I believe she's standing in front of the number 9 door right now.
What the hell? No way! Of course. Of course. This is what happens when you take with your dick.
Oh, the number 9 door.
She opened it.
Shit!
I would have understand if Alice hadn't died, but now she's still there. She's leaving her behind. Clover! What the hell are you doing?
Sorry. Alice gave me an order, though.
What?
Clover, you have to get out of here and call for help. My BP's down to 1. I'll have to play the AD game at least 3 more times in order to get to 9. If someone beats me to it, then we'll be trapped here forever. That can't happen. I'm giving you an order as your commanding officer. Escape.
What about the promise you made me?
Promise?
You said you'd listen to anything I said.
So, I am, aren't I? I can sure hear you well enough.
He's an idiot.
Every little word is reaching my ears, isn't it?
That's not what listening means.
What? Were you thinking of something gross? You're a perv.
Hey, come on now.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Anyway, I did what I promised, so I'll be heading off now.
Clover!
Clover!
Fucking bitch! You're not getting out of here!
Dio leapt towards Clover with a roar, but she danced quickly aside, dodging his punch with ease.
Bye, guys.
With a last carefree grin, she leapt through the number 9 door.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
She's gone.
Shit!
All we can do now is wait for her to call for help.
Help, huh? Let's hope there's still someone who can.
What's that supposed to mean? Tenmyuji said nothing, just shoveled out through the yellow door and out to the room. A cold silence descended on the rest of us. It was a silence that promised to remain for a very, very long time. Game over. Okay. So, another dead end. So, let's go down. And here and betray Tenmyoji and Quark on the second game since they're gonna betray us. Do you wish to jump? Yes, I want to jump. Vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
That would mean that Clover will still leave on his own, on her own.
For your participation. Ambidex gates now opening. Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Phi, Dio, Luna, Clover, Quark, Tenmyoji K. Alice, Phi, Dio. Betray, betray. Luna, Clover, betray, ally. Tenmyoji, Quark. Betray, betray. There you go. Only K chose his ally. Everybody said betray. So, yeah, Alice is at 3, Phi at 1, Dio at 6, Luna is at 3, Clover at 11, K is at 6, and Tenmyoji 8, Quark 8, Sigma 3.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
1, 6, 4, 11, 6, 8, 8, 3. Hey, what's the deal?
Quark had nothing to do with it. I entered the vote.
So why did you choose betray?
Couldn't I ask you the same thing? I don't really think this is the time for a fight, though. Look, Clover's over by the door.
What? Yeah, she is. Oh no.
The number 9 door.
Fuck, she opened it.
Ugh! Why? Clover, wait!
She's gonna see she has her orders. Clover, what the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm going to call the others. I'll
What?
get justice for Alice.
Justice? Wait, what do you mean?
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Time for me to go. No! Please, Clover, wait!
Like hell, I'm just gonna let you walk out of here.
Dio leapt at Clover, his fist raised. Clover easily avoided him and moved toward the door.
Goodbye.
I caught one last glimpse of her face as she slid through the door. It was a mask of ice. So the only difference between that bad ending and that other bad ending is like Alice was alive.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
And there's nothing left to say. Game over. Alright, now let's see. Gonna save again. I'm already at the 20-hour marks. That's how long it took me to play 999, and I'm still not. I don't think I'm halfway. Am I halfway? Kinda. Yes. This is gonna take me 40 hours to complete. So I got a dead ending here. This is Tenmyoji Game Over 2. This one is called Tenmyoji Game Over 1. So this is called Quark Game Over. So this is for, say, 5 minutes left of life. So this is probably Quark's ending. This is the Betray Tenmyoji path, the first Betray. Not gonna take that one. I want to check where can I use my. How do we stop Phi? Yeah, Phi has already opened the door. Where did Alice go? I think this is where I need to. Yeah, since I got the device. And I got the passcode. I'm gonna jump here and see what happens. Or I think I found her dead. No one's here. Damn it. Where did she go? Slowly we're shifted. For just an instant, I was somewhere else entirely. My mind reeled, and then, just as I'd begun to adjust, it was gone, as if nothing had happened. What was that? It was the same sensation I felt when I saw the vision of the bombs exploding. Had it been a premonition? This is bad! I need to find Alice now! But where could she be? Damn it, Alice, where are you? B garden. Might as well try the garden. I set up at a dead run. Alright, so when I jump in where I was looking for Alice, it showed me the premonition of the time that she was already killed. But I found the... when I found the first password. Okay. Okay, I'm going through the blue door. I'm going to the garden. Then I take a right here, and then I open the door here. B garden. B garden. Phi, Quark, and K search this place. Shit! Empty! She's not here! We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. If what I just saw was a vision of the future... I've gotta hurry. I searched every corner of floor B. She was nowhere to be seen. This is pointless. I should just get back to floor A. Maybe someone else has found her. Floor A. Crew quarters. Oh, this is where she died, right? Doesn't look like anybody's here. I should have a look in the room. Yeah, there she is. I was too late. Alice, first thing I saw. Yeah. God, it's all the same. This is what I saw. I walked to the body, two finger against her neck. No pulse, she wasn't breathing. No, this can't. What happened? Verify, I see fingers. No, no, no. Something in my brain snapped. Yarg! A scream caught my weight body. Last thing I felt was my body slumping to the floor. The world went dark. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Oh shit, I missed it. Maybe that wasn't it. No, that nothing moved. Okay, I'm gonna do it again, but this time I'm gonna pick the crew quarters immediately. No one's here. Damn, where did she go? The world shifted. This is bad. I need to find Alice. Where would she be? Where are you? Crew quarters. What about the crew quarters? Yeah, that has to be it. No lying down on the job. I got the achievement. I set off at a dead run. I was here to turn off a bomb. What am I doing? The moment I entered the crew hallway, I made straight for the door to the number 2 room. Alice should be in here. I swallowed and threw open the door. Oh, she's here. Alice, so you were here. As I spoke, her eyes turned toward mine, but I didn't get the feeling that they were looking at me. Her skin was pale and sickly, and one of her hands held a scalpel like I'd caught her in the middle of something.
What are you doing here?
It's okay. I'm just here to help you.
Help me? What do you mean?
Just let go of that scalpel.
No, I need it to get this bracelet off.
Huh?
Remember what Zero Jr. told us? The bracelet comes off when your heart stops. So I just have to...
She's about to kill herself. Stop! Before I even finished the word, I was running. I grabbed both her arms and wrenched them back, pulling the blade away from her chest. I'm struggling with her.
No!
Yeah.
Let me go! I have to do this!
No!
I can't take it anymore. This whole thing is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. The only way I'm going to get out of here is to die!
Knock it off! With a grunt, I tore the scalpel from her hand. It was a second before I felt a burning pain in my left hand. I had apparently cut myself getting the damn thing away from her. Very quickly it progressed from a dull throbbing to a hot line of pain across my palm. I clenched my teeth and squeezed my hand tight. I was so focused on my pain I barely heard Alice collapse. She didn't respond when I shook her. Hey, are you alright? Alice, say something! There was a moment of terror before I realized she was still breathing. I didn't know why, but it seems like she'd only passed out. Shit, what am I supposed to do now? Oh man, maybe the infirmary. It's got all those medical things. Buoyed by adrenaline, I hefted Alice's body and took off toward the infirmary. Alright, a change history. Now she's in the Addendum.
Alright, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Addendum has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Phi had called everyone else back after I brought Alice to the infirmary. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no.
No! What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. It's a special antiviral treatment. Whether or not there's any around here, though.
No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please! Please don't die! I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably.
"10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally."
Oh, so we're voting.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
What about Alice and Quark?
I guess we're just gonna have to leave him behind.
No! I'm not leaving!
Clover?
I'm staying here! Like heck I'm gonna leave Alice all alone!
She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soparil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark.
I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Everything's coming up Sigma, huh? What a lucky, lucky man you are. You two are gonna be playing against Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally. That means if she stays here, the two of you are gonna be sitting pretty. Especially you, Sigma. After all, you've got 6 BP right now.
After you're saying I'm gonna choose Betray? Are you saying I'm gonna choose Betray?
If you do, you'll get what you need to escape.
You bastard! There's no way I'd do that.
Is that so?
Yes, it is so. For one, I'm not the only one making this decision. Luna's my partner, and she'll be in the AB room with me. You really think she'd just stand by and let me do something like that? Back me up here, Luna.
Well, actually I was planning to let you make the decision.
See? Told you. You can lie to us if you want, but you can't lie to yourself.
Shut up! What?
If I might make a suggestion, what if Sigma and Luna both remained here? Should all 3 of you abstain, then you would all be guaranteed to ally, correct?
No. Nope, doesn't work like that.
Why not?
Oh, here. Take a look at this. I pulled the scrap of paper we found out of my pocket.
Huh? What's this?
Oh, we found it when we went to the archives.
There wasn't anything like this in the pantry.
Nothing in the garden either.
So I guess they only put one in the archives. Whatever. I'll just read it for you. Here are some AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. Get it? The whole team can't abstain.
That means either Dio or Tenmyoji's going to have to vote then. And they're playing against Alice. Oh. I guess playing against is a little generous.
So Alice is guaranteed to vote ally, which means that if Dio picks Betray...
Knock it off. You trying to get back at me for what I said earlier? No way am I gonna choose Betray. You do know her BP's at 1, right? What do you think would happen to her if I did that?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized.
I wouldn't put it past you.
What?
Cool it, boys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in that room, too. I'd planned to stay here with Quark, just to make sure he was safe, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that luxury. I can't trust Dio to make a decision for all 3 of us. That means we're gonna be sharing a room, bucko. I've got my eye on you. Happy now, Sigma?
Yeah, thanks. That's a relief.
Exactly.
Oh man, everybody's against me. Whatever shall I do?
Can't be too careful. I wouldn't want to see Alice killed by an unfortunate accident.
What do you mean, accident?
Oh! Tenmyoji, before we went into the CDs, you told Alice there was something you wanted to tell her. What was it?
Huh? Oh, that, well, I mean, look, it wasn't important. Just forget about it.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's running out, people. Clover and I will stay here and keep an eye on Alice and Quark. Everyone else needs to go.
What?
You're staying too?
Yeah. If something does happen, Clover might need a hand.
Aren't you a solo? You're playing against Kay and Quark. But with Quark out, that means Kay would have to decide this whole round.
Are you saying that you trust me?
Yes.
Even though I have 6 BP?
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you nuts? What happens when he gets 9 BP?
I'm not worried. Kay won't betray me.
How can you know that?
I just know, I guess.
You just know? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Had something happened between Phi and Kay while they were out exploring?
I understand. I can hardly betray trust like that, can I? I will vote for our team.
Good. We're counting on you.
I've had enough of this bullshit.
4 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Come on, we need to hurry.
All right, you kids. Take care of those two, okay?
Of course.
We promise.
With that, we were off. I gave one last quick nod to Phi and Clover before heading back to the warehouse at a dead run. Warehouse A. Everybody ready? I'm going to open my EB gate. Although I guess that doesn't really matter, you already opened one
Then only
earlier.
you and I remain.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Using the moon card. Two more AB gates lead open. We all share one last look at each other before ducking into our respective rooms.
Two minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What are you going to do? I mean, how are you going to vote?
No question. If Clover isn't voting, then she's defaulting to ally. Betraying someone who isn't even playing hardly seems fair.
Of course, I think so too. I'm just glad to hear you say it.
Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the nonary game didn't seem so scary. Then she spoke.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand?
Oh!
There's something white on it.
There's what? Am I bleeding white? What the hell is this? Alright, sex joke, phrasing. Yeah, I know that. Half-naked dead chick. Half-naked big-breasted dead chick. Got to carry it like dead. Whoops, I'm bleeding. No, it's not. Yeah. I had a thing with Alice. I don't know what happened, but yeah. It's an accident. I'm sorry. For the first time since I found Alice in the crew quarters, I looked down at my hand. Across the palm was some sort of strange white liquid. For a moment I thought I'd somehow touched some white paint or something similar. But the truth was far stranger. The liquid was coming from my hand! It was coming from the cut I'd given myself when I grabbed the scalpel away from Alice. But why? Where was the blood? I felt a very odd sort of fear beginning to wrap his hands around my throat. Quickly, I held my palm against my chest. I shouldn't have let Luna see that.
Are you alright?
Yeah, it's nothing. I went to the pantry while I was looking for Alice. There was some milk and I spilled it. And there. Bad liar. Bad liar. It sounded even stupider as I said it.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
But...
Just shut up! It's fine, alright? I'm fine. Leave me alone. I regretted the words the moment they were out of my mouth, but something was wrong. Very wrong, and my head was spinning.
Sigma...
Yeah, what? Oh, man. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you like that. Just don't worry about it, okay?
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
There was no time left. I had to vote. I turned and faced the machine. I took a deep breath, but the chaos in my mind refused to calm itself. Calm down, just calm down. I need to think about the AB game right now. Just forget about your hand. Forget about the jazz. Who was I kidding? There was no way I could forget about something like that.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Of course I'm picking Ally.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Okay. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the other filling out of their rooms as we did.
So you chose Ally after all?
Yeah. To be honest, the AB game was the last thing on my mind. As chaotic as my thoughts were, they all centered on one thing. The mysterious white liquid.
Do you want to go see the results?
Sure. Luna nodded and walked off toward the projection, but I couldn't move. I glanced around to make sure no one was watching and opened my hand. The liquid didn't seem to have clotted or run out since it was still oozing thickly out of slit in my hand. What the hell is this? I couldn't be blood, could it? No, that was impossible. No matter how many white blood cells clumped together, you'd never get anything that looked like that. And I never seen my blood do this before. In 22 years of life, I've seen my body bleed many times. Scraped knees as a kid, accidental nicks with a knife as an adult, but every single time I'd bled red like any other human being. So why was it that this time it was white? What the hell is happening to me?
Hey, Sigma, what are you doing? Get the hell over here. They're gonna show the results.
Yeah, right. On my way. I did my best to compose myself and headed over to join the others.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Okay, the Mioji, Dio, and Luna. That's it. All 5. K Quark 5. Ally, Ally. Then Mioji Alice, Ally, Ally. Sigma Luna, Ally. Clover, Ally. There you go. Everybody ally, everybody happy, everybody's a friend. K has 8 points, Quark 7 points, 5, 8 points, then Mioji 3, Dio 7, Alice 3, Sigma 8, Luna 7, Clover 8. So if I betrayed, I would be the only one to get out.
Points
And
have
everybody
been
is gonna...
assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
8, 3, 7, 7, 8.
This is incredible. Look, everyone voted ally. You did just like you promised, Kay.
How could I choose Betray after what Phi said to me?
Tenmyoji and Dio voted ally too.
Of course. If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
We should thank the both of you as well. I'm happy to see you also chose ally.
Oh, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Then thank you very much, Sigma. Sigma? Sigma, are you alright? ...
Come on, what's wrong? Just say something.
Yeah, oh yeah. Looks like we're all allied. That's great.
Sigma, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down?
No, nothing like that.
Hey man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke? You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
Before you could continue, the heavy metal rumble of doors shutting echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
We can open the gates as many times as we want to? Then, that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we like, right?
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled out automatically.
That means
Parent solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all your colors and assignments are.
Hey, no problem. I mean, I'm curious myself. So, what am I gonna be this time on this timeline? Everybody nod and held their arms towards him. I stare at them, terrified to follow suit, but certain that refusing would only draw more suspicion, so I held my arm out and tied into a white knuckle fist to hide the cut. When their eyes land on my hand, my arm skips the beat. 8 solo. Oh, wait.
Huh. So Dio and Kay are a yellow pair.
Yeah?
Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
Right. You're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh?
So, probably Quark or Clover or Solo.
A red solo.
I'm a red solo.
So what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
That means the other 2 are solos. Although, I guess we don't know what colors they are.
They're probably green and blue.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse. They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
Ah, yes. Phi and I saw them as well, on our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark. And there they were.
They're showing on the map. Warehouse B.
Each one had a box just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to open the secondary doors. The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow. You see?
Yeah. If we need to make white, then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess. No real reason to hang out here.
Well, what will you 2 do?
I need to talk to Sigma about something.
About what?
Something?
Okay. Her usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more solid. She must have noticed that there was something wrong with me. That was what she meant to talk about. I was sure of it. Okay, fine. I managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
Whoa, hold on. A private talk? What are you guys plotting?
We're not plotting anything. I promise. It's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
Dio tossed his head with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest and marched out the yellow door. Then Myoji and Kei quickly followed. In only moments, all three had disappeared. So, what was it that you wanted to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there was always hope. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else?
Okay.
Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier.
The garden? As strange as the request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. Yeah, the garden.
You know this place?
Yes, well, sort of. I came here once when I was looking for Alice.
Oh, I see.
So, what brings you here?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green. I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me?
She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore into the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment, and then began to talk.
Can I tell you something? This is actually a music box.
Okay. Really?
Yes.
She twisted the key on the bottom, and it made an almost imperceptible whining noise. Then she released it, soft clear note drifted out. Oh, it's the same song that was playing when I was playing Tenmyoji's ending. She's looking at me. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring that up, though?
Because I wanted you to know, I guess. I wanted you to know more about me.
Oh?
Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really. So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time. And it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird?
Like the tale of the bluebird, like there was a mother that was sick, and the kids needed to find the bluebird because it was a cure for something. Yeah, well, I know the gist of it. Yeah, I think it starts on Christmas Eve. This brother and sister named Tiltil and Mittil get asked to find a bluebird by his old woman. They travel to the dream world or something. Supposedly, if you can catch this bird, then you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually, they give up and go home, but when they wake up, the bird is in the bird cage in their hut.
That's right. It's a well-known story, and it teaches a simple lesson.
Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
Right. It got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird. In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up.
There's more?
Yes. When Til and Nittil try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends.
Oh. What about the moral then?
It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again.
That's depressing! But it's amazing how just one small detail can change a whole ending. Like, I would understand why some people will left this part out of the story.
I thought about that for a while.
Or maybe it's meant to have two moral of the story.
But in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for. And it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy.
You're happy when you're pursuing happiness. I'm not gonna comment on that, but yeah, sure.
You know, Sigma, I think you might be Til.
I am? What?
You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve.
What are you trying to say?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Where did you find Alice?
What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. Where did you find Alice?
The crew quarters? Room 2 in the crew quarters.
Where were you before that?
I was in the lounge. That was after we'd split up to go look for Alice. The first place I went was the lounge.
So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice, and then you rushed her to the infirmary, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me this then. How do you know about the garden?
Oh, she got me. She got me. Yeah, I know about the garden because I was looking for that when I was looking for Alice, but it was in a totally different room. Like, you have to make a detour, take an elevator, and then go very far.
Just now, you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice, didn't you? That doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place?
Well, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even explain it to myself. Why had I told her I knew about the garden? Why had I told her I'd been there before?
Sigma, are you a robot? Have you always been here?
What?
See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden, and it would explain that cut on your left hand.
Damn, so you did see it, huh?
Yes. I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton.
So, we're in the future, and Sigma's a robot, and his consciousness has been dragging back and forth from many different replicas of him? That doesn't make sense. Well, yes, but it's ridiculous at the same time. But why would you know all that, Luna? Tell me more about you.
It makes them look almost exactly like a human. And ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood.
For some reason, when Luna had called me a robot, it hasn't really fazed me. Maybe because it was just so out there. It didn't sound like a real possibility. It sounded more like a theory you'd get from someone in a nut house. Still, my hand was still oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No. That was impossible. I needed to stop doing that. Questioning myself was giving me heart palpitation. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
Well, let's say you're right. I'm a robot. Let's say I'm a robot. That means there's a pretty good chance Zero's pulling my strings. That would make me your enemy.
Oh, I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared.
Why not?
Maybe because you're a robot.
Huh?
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Oh, yes. I'm programmed not to hurt people.
They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov
But
that he used in several of his stories.
But here's the thing. I'm a real robot. Asimov is a science fiction. What makes you think that I'm a robot? That that I'm subjected to the 3 laws or even the 4th laws of robotics? Eh? Eh? Rule number 1. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Rule number 2. A robot must obey any order given to him by a human being except when such orders would conflict with the first law. Rule number 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Oh yeah, I heard about those. That's just an ideal though. You could work toward that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
Yes, you're right. But I believe in them. In however you're programmed.
I kind of interrupted it, but yes, she said she believes in me.
I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws. A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. It's in your eyes. Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot. There's still a chance you're not. We should run some tests.
Tests?
Yes.
How?
Well, the Atom should be able to tell us.
Oh yeah, that thing is in the infirmary. I heard the crunch of dry leaves behind us. But when I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
Is someone there?
Just me.
Hello, Phi.
Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something.
Oh, you found it! Luna and I look at one another, shrugged, and step into the bushes.
Welcome.
What? How long have you been here?
I just got here a little while ago.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about? Whatever. Just have a look at this.
I follow the line of her finger. 01! Hello! Shit! This is...
Antimatter bomb.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters.
Yeah, it's another one.
In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 01.
And the one in the crew quarters said 3, right? Then that must mean...
shit! Then there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
Can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it! That means we're dealing with a combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT!
Yeah.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys?
No.
I mean, you've been in here quite a while.
Hey, don't give me that. We were way more suspicious than we are. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
Well, I was taking a walk.
Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that?
Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret. So I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse. Of course, you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were, talking on the bench. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me. Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear, I found the bomb. So, believe me now?
So, who planted the bomb?
Honestly, it could have been any one of us. Anybody could have come here while we were all looking for Alice.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. Everyone else was already there when we arrived. Clover and Tenmyoji, Kay and Dio, and of course Alice and Quark. Both seemed to be sleeping peacefully. You'd never think to look at them like they've been completely insane not so long ago. Alright everybody, listen up. I told them how we found the number 1 bomb in the garden, and how, judging by the numbering on the 2 bombs we found so far, there was probably a number 2 bomb up there somewhere too.
Oh, this is bad. What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room. There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bombs.
Oh.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Exactly.
But...
No buts. If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bombs. Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate. Clear? Good. Now who's going to be first?
Everybody doesn't say a word. Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search one person.
What?
Why? Because I figure out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yep. I met Fi's gaze and nodded and turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person... Then something broke. I'm pointing a finger. That person! You did it! The room was suddenly silent. Too To be continued. Yeah, I figured as much because they give me premonition images of things I couldn't see. I saw Dio with a detonator, so that was probably him. And then there was like more info about Alice, so I probably gonna need the Alice ending. So yeah, I think it's judging from the flashes that Dio was the one who planted the bombs, but Dio isn't Zero. But we need to see about that. We have to come back later for that. So yeah, we unlock something just to get another lock. Oh, phooey. Alright, so, okay, sorry. So I got this. Where did Alice go? Other game, and then we move ally. The ally pad goes further down. Then it's like, who planted the bomb? This is lock number 7. So now, I can choose betray and be a dick. But I probably get the Alice ending, or no, just a game over. Because I would get 9 points, and people wouldn't trust me. It was like, hell you ain't. So yeah, I'm gonna go back here, I'm gonna jump, and then choose a betray path. Art. White blood, and then betray. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filing out of their rooms as we did.
Why?
I didn't have an answer for her. All I could think about was that white liquid. I gotta get out. What was it? Some kind of discharge? Blood? No. It couldn't be blood. Blood wasn't white. That was insane. I gotta leave because I have white blood. I was lost in thought when Luna spoke.
I'm going to the infirmary.
Huh? Don't you want to see the results?
Why? I already know what they're going to be.
Okay. Her usually warm personality seems to have gone cold. Whether it was because I'd chosen betrayal, because she noticed that something was wrong with my body, I couldn't say.
Excuse me.
And with that, she was gone. I turned back to the projection. With heavy steps, I headed toward KDO and Tenmyoji. Oh, this is gonna be short. Us 4.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Top. Okay, Tenmyoji. Okay, Quark 5. Ally, Tenmyoji, Alice, ally, betray, Clover, ally. And we have 9 points. And Luna has 8, along with K and 5. Next we have Quark and Dio with 7. And then we have Clover at 4. And Tenmyoji and Alice with 3.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
8, 3, 7, 9.
What the hell?
Sigma has 9 BP?
See? I told you! The bastard's finally showing his true colors.
Yeah, 3 against 1. Yeah, they look like they want to fight.
What the hell are you doing? Clover isn't even voting!
I have misjudged you. I never thought you would do something so cowardly.
There was nothing I could say. I had chosen betray of my own volition, but had I really pressed that button of my own free will? The more I thought about it, the more I felt as if some other force had guided my hand to the button. Perhaps it had been fear. I was scared by the white fluid that appeared on my palm. Maybe that had been the tipping point, and I had decided that I had to escape as soon as possible. Damn the consequence. If I got out, then the nightmare would be over. That's all it was, right? A nightmare? It couldn't be real. White blood was insane. Impossible. That was when I looked up and saw the others staring at my hand. Shit! I quickly put my hand behind my back, but it was already too late. They moved toward me like wolves closing in for the kill.
Sigma? What was that?
He was cut. It must have been blood.
But why was it white?
Isn't that obvious? He's not human.
Not human?
No! What are you saying? Of course I'm human. I'm 100%
Then
human.
explain that white stuff.
I swear to God, I have no idea what it is. You have to believe
I'm
me.
afraid you're not being very convincing.
Oh, you're one to talk. We can't even see you. You could be a robot for all we know. Maybe that's not even a suit. That's just you, robot you.
No, that seems extremely unlikely.
Then remove
However
your
bad
mask.
my amnesia might be, I am quite sure of my humanity. I am, without a doubt, not a robot.
They probably just program you to think that.
Alright, it's pretty obvious this guy's dangerous and probably unhinged. We should take him down.
I agree.
Looks like there's no other way. Now that he's got 9 BP from stabbing Clover in the back, there's a good chance he'll try and get out of here by himself.
Hey, hold on a minute. Let's not do anything rash. Alright, I didn't have a choice. I turned back and I ran. I spun around and ran for the number 9 door.
No, I don't think so!
Got tackled, I'm on the floor. Shit! Let go! Let go of me! I was no match for all 3 of them. Before I could take 2 steps, I was on the floor pinned. The desperation was only getting stronger, however, and I writhed and twisted in a futile attempt to get free. God damn it, you have to let me go! This is all some kind of mistake. A misunderstanding. It's a conspiracy.
So, there's a conspiracy to turn your blood white? You're a funny guy.
Stop trying to get away. It's over.
Shit! Get off me! Let me go!
If you won't calm down, then you leave me no choice.
Oh no, not the Vulcan pinch! Not the Vulcan
I hoped we
pinch!
could avoid this. Try not to struggle too much.
No! No! Ow! And then I pass out. And when I woke up, this first thing I felt when I woke up was the hard pain of a bruise all the way across my neck. Kay must have suffocated me. My head felt like it had been stuffed with cotton, and I had to put out a hand to steady myself as I stood up. Where am I? Is this the infirmary? How long has I been out? My foot bumped into something and I looked down to see the injection gun. A glass vial labeled Soporil was still attached to it. The anesthetic! After choking me, they made sure I wasn't getting up in the near future. That meant I could have been asleep for a long time. Where is everyone? I glanced around the room. It was empty, except for me. Took me a moment to realize what was especially odd about that. Even Quark and Alice had disappeared. What the hell's going on? That was when I noticed it. Quark and Alice weren't the only things that had disappeared. Two other very important things were also gone. My bracelet and my left hand! For a long moment I just stared, dumbstruck. What was I seeing couldn't possibly be real. But if there was, a smooth cross-section of my arm where a hand should have been. A thick white liquid dripped slowly from the stump. What is this? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! A scream clawed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it. Then after that, nothing. Game over. Since they realized I was a human, they said, you know what, fuck it. Just cut his hand, he's gonna be back. It's not gonna kill him. Alright, so since I know I'm a robot, does that mean I can try again? The wait, the 5 seconds to live, 5 minutes to live. Since I'm a robot, that droid wouldn't affect me, right? I'm gonna try the jump here, see if it changed.
What?
Sigma's BP is
Negative.
I'm gonna skip, see if anything new. If there's any new stuff, shouldn't be. No, I didn't unlock it. It's still the same. No. All right. And bad end. How do we stop Phi? By telling her I'm a robot? Telling her I can jump? No, I don't have the epiphany yet. So, you know what? I guess that all there's left to do is to betray Tenmyoji, and then we're gonna follow that path. But this is gonna be for another day because it's getting late, and I'm getting tired too. So this is gonna be it for today. I'm gonna jump here.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Well, you won. The decision's yours. Now decide. Ally or betray?
3, 2, 1.
In that last moment before the counter reached 0, I made my choice.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
As Phi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind. His footstep is a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
You chose betray, huh? That's messed up.
What? You said I should.
Hey, I didn't say that. I just asked you a question. What would happen to our BP if Tenmyoji chose to betray us?
It was a leading question. Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you were so happy to let me choose after you lost in rock, paper, scissors. You were planning to use me as a scapegoat all along.
Was I?
God damn it.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! Bado! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Anyway, we need to go have a look at the results first. Come on.
Hey, wait! Shit!
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock! Ambidex game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Everyone. So, K, Clover, and Luna. Betray ally. Dio, Quark, Alice, betray ally. Sigma 5, betray ally. There you go. Everybody betray ally. All the pairs betrayed all the solos. 661, 661, 661.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
661, 661, 616.
I got betrayed?
Whoa! You chose betray the last time. It's like, what the fuck, man? Well, he chose ally. Why? He chose betray last time.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. The truth was I didn't know why I said that either. The word had just appeared in my mouth before I knew I was saying them.
Oh, you're the one who chose betray. I should be asking you why.
I told him you might choose betray.
Fine, you...
I can't believe you. I'd never choose betray. I trusted you two, and this is what I got.
Ah, I apologize.
Fine, you don't need to apologize. I was the one who did it. I pushed the button.
Oh, yeah. I guess you've got a point.
Huh? Wait, what?
It's Sigma's fault. You want to blame someone, blame him.
What the hell, Phi?
What, you gonna fight each other now? I don't care which one of you pushed the button. I'm never trusting either of you again. This isn't over. Just you wait.
I tried to think of something to say, but before I could come up with the right words, he was gone. I spun around. Phi! What the fuck? But she was gone too. Where the hell? How'd she just disappear like that? As I looked around the room for Phi, I noticed that Clover, Kay, and Luna seems to be having some kind of an argument as well. I moved closer and did my best to listen surreptitiously.
Why did you do it? Sorry. I guess I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible, you know?
I apologize, but I felt the same way.
But if we all choose ally, then we could all escape together. It only takes 3 turns to get 6 points. That would be enough to get us out. Why? Well, of course we know that. But if we betray, then it's faster.
No!
If your opponent chooses ally and you choose betray, then you gain 3 points. Do that twice and you get 6 points. You see?
If you ally, then you have to play the AB game 3 times.
But if you betray somebody, you only have to do it twice.
Why are you acting like that's the right thing to do? I almost feel like you're blaming me or something.
Yeah, like there's a flaw in that strategy. So like, oh yeah, it seems like, oh, I just need to betray twice and I go faster, but that's not how it works. Because once you betray somebody once, they're not gonna trust you again. So as long as they're gonna stood up with you, they will never choose ally. They will always go betray, and then the progression will stop for them permanently. So this is why we like Luna's path is better.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray? Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
Luna walked off with her head buried between her shoulders. Her back trembled as if perhaps she was crying, but I couldn't see her face. Alice, Dio, and Quark, however, seems to be having some issues of their own.
Fine, you just wait.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me?
They exchanged dark looks, then stomped off in different directions.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
The Amberdex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Amberdex game will be the Moon Round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Moon cards? Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now,
You'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on.
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, winning and losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5, round 100, round 2000. You might even go all the way up to round 24,009,004,897. Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people, exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same? Oh, wait. I just remember. I need to skip all that. I'm not gonna learn anything new.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tanbioldi, or Alas, or Mooney, or maybe everyone.
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. Just like when you break the rules.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelet are gonna activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
Alice, Luna, and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew.
I took a moment to go over with everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people, yada 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 yada. Now I got my background, blah blah blah, spread eagle, waking up next to, oh yeah, the lounge infirmary crew quarters. Yeah, the eclipse. Lunar eclipse, June 31st, blah blah blah, the Sigma 6. Then Ephemery. Now it's
Sigma.
Oh yeah.
What do you want?
What do I want? What do you think? I'm here to play doctor? Only if you're secretly Clover.
Tell you what, how about I'll be the doctor? You get on the exam table, and I'll cut you open with that scalpel over there.
Man, are you still pissed?
What the hell do you think? My BP's down to 1 thanks to you.
Come on, I already told you I was sorry.
And that makes it all better, you goddamn idiot.
Well then, what the heck am I supposed to do?
Piss off.
Seems like I'm already doing that.
You don't know the half of it. Just get out of my sight.
Easy solution then, just close your eyes.
Leave before I make yours black. The last guy I fought went home in an ambulance.
Shouldn't have picked a fight with a paramedic then.
Shut up.
Fine. I shoved my hands in my pocket and looked around the room. So is it just you here?
On this side of the divider, yeah.
This side?
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
Oh, the lady who was murdered, you mean? Oh yeah, they brought her here. Yeah. I forgot, like, okay, we're voting next to a dead lady. No, they took her out and now she's at an infirmary on the next to the divider and like did that. Yeah, you've been acting kind of weird ever since we found her. Why is that?
What, isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out? What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
That's just because we got a lot of other stuff to think about. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? They're trying to escape from a game that just made it clear it has no problem killing them.
Oh, just trying to survive, huh?
Yeah.
But don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you? I'll bet you a pound of neodymium the bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her. Who else could it be?
If Zero is one of us, then you're saying one of us murdered the old lady? You saw it too, right? The person in the gas mask?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything?
Not really. The gas made pretty short work of me. Me and Quark.
What? You and Quark were grabbed together?
Yeah, we were.
Is he your grandson?
So what if he is? Why do you want to know? That doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here.
But what if he does? Maybe he'll shed some light on something else?
Yeah,
okay.
Right. Like I'm gonna tell that to someone who betrayed me.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark then. Quark!
Hey, stop it! Quark! Don't tell him a damn thing!
Whoa, you're getting more suspicious by the... I started toward the partition as I spoke with the intention of finding Quark. I found him as I rounded the divider, but... Oh, wait. He's already in slow-mo. Blank, slightly confused look on his face. He's already getting the Radical 9. Hey, Quark, you're alright? Can you hear me?
Huh? What? Is something happening?
I turned to look at Tenmyoji. He looked back confused. Weren't you listening to our conversation?
Yeah. You were just talking so fast. I couldn't really understand.
Fast?
My head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what you were saying. I'm fine now, though. Whatever it was seems to be gone.
Are you sure you're okay?
I think I'm just tired. Being stuck in this place is pretty exhausting. And...
He glanced at the bag in the back of the room. On it lay the body of the old woman. Oh. What? Tenmyoji, what the hell were you thinking? You can't let Quark back here.
Oh, yeah, right. Quark, get over here.
Anyway... You're really sure you're okay now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe Luna should have a look at you. Supposedly, she's some sort of doctor.
I said I was fine. Gosh, Grandpa, you're such a worrier. You...
Okay, now I got it up. Crew quarters. With the deal with Clover and Alice, you're super agents. Secret stuff like that. You got stuck, blah blah blah. Now Quark is falling unconscious. Oh! Now my battery is dead. I'm gonna grab another one. Still skipping, still skipping. There's a lot of stuff. The door's gonna open in 5 minutes. This is where we were at the beginning of the stream. This is where we were today, but on the other side of the argument. So, how are we gonna do this?
I won't go with Sigma. He betrayed me last time.
What about 5?
You hit the button, right, Sigma?
Well, yes, but...
I don't want to go with Dio. Same reason. I can't trust that he won't betray me again.
Thanks a lot, Quark. You've single-handedly torpedoed my reputation.
Well, that leaves us with option B.
No. We can't do option B.
Why not?
Sorry, Luna. But I can't trust you, or Phi either.
Oh, because of Phi. So it's gonna be option C. So it's gonna be Sigma, Clover, and Quark. With Tenmyoji, Phi, and Luna in the same... Wait, what? And then K, Alice, and Dio.
The way he is right now, someone's going to have to carry Quark. I just can't afford to give him to someone I don't trust.
I thought you trusted Phi.
Not enough for this.
Then what do you intend to do?
Quark shifted silently in K's arms.
Quark is a solo, as are you, Tenmyoji. Solos can't pair with one another. You do remember that?
Yeah, of course I do. I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person.
Who do you trust, then?
Clover.
What? Me?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why?
I can't tell you. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
Oh, okay. You're gonna leave Quark to Clover.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but my partner is Sigma. Are you sure you want me to take him?
It's fine. Clover, you just vote by yourself. Make Sigma wait outside the AB room.
No. If Clover takes Quark, then we have to go with option C, right? That means I'll be stuck with Dio.
Oh, yeah, she's stuck with Dio.
There's no way in hell I'm going to let that happen.
Who do you want to pair up with, then?
Isn't it obvious? Quark. Remember what the announcement said? Something about how the system will automatically vote ally for anyone who doesn't enter their own vote in time, if Quark doesn't wake up by then.
No! This is exactly why I can't trust any of you!
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
We don't have time to argue this. Let's take a vote. Those opposed to C?
Alice and Dio's hands went up.
What? Why don't you want C, Dio?
Well, if she's got that much of a hate-on for me, that hardly plays into my hands, does it?
Fine, whatever. I assume anyone who didn't raise their hand is all right with option C, then?
Yes. No one objected. I kept my mod shot, too. Just as Alice had said, there was an excellent chance that Quark would default to ally. If that happened, it would make a great opponent. I chose ally, of course, but it would be good to not have to worry about him choosing betray.
All right. 6-2 in favor.
Wait, what about me?
Stay here if you don't like it. I imagine your partner might have something to say about that, though.
Kay handled Quark to me gently, then crossed his arms and turned it to face Alice. Her jaw clenched as she stared up at him, and I could see the gears turning inside of her head.
Fine.
10 seconds remain.
Hurry, Clover. The door's closing.
Right.
Hey, take care of Quark.
Of course. Don't worry about it. I got a good grip on Quark, nodded to Myoji, and took off to the door. For the door. Our feet slapped against the metal of the floor as we ran. The empty voices of the announcer, they call in my ears.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Alright, inside the green door, where we are. Huh, is this a dead end?
There are 3 doors here. But it looks like they're all locked.
What's this thing? It's got a lever on it.
Can you pull the lever?
I'm holding Quark. You pull it. Come on, my hands are kind of full right now.
Yeah. I can take Quark then.
You really don't want to touch that thing, do you?
Well, I mean, look at it. It looks suspicious.
It doesn't even look like a dick. Why are you so stuck up on that?
Like I'm gonna touch it and whoosh, a bunch of poison needles fly out of the wall. Maybe if I had, like, a piece of wood to move it with or something.
I think you might be a little paranoid.
Then you do it.
Fine. I shifted Quark over to one shoulder and flipped the switch with one free hand. Cut. Treatment center. Oh, those are the pods, right? See? No needles. Everything's fine.
For now, only one of the doors opened.
Did you see the plaque on that door before it opened? I think it said something like treatment center.
Do you think that's some kind of medical thing?
Yes. First an infirmary, now this. Why do I keep ending up in these places? I glanced over at Quark, asleep on my shoulder. Hey, you know what? We may have lucked out.
What do you mean?
Well, if this is where they treat people, maybe they've got something like that can cure Quark.
Oh, yeah.
Let's head on in then.
Okay.
Oh, there's a picture of a lion eating a black hole. Yeah. There's a clock, there's pods, 3 of them. What are those?
It says on the side, treatment pod.
So I guess it treats people? Maybe it can help Quark.
Yeah!
Oh, it's locked. No good, it's locked. Let's take a look around. Maybe something in here will tell us how to unlock the door. Let Clover nodded and bounced off to examine the room. I lay Quark down just outside of the door to the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the lever, but there was no harm in being cautious. Hang on there, little guy. We'll get you fixed up soon. I ruffled his hair gently, then turned and headed back to the room. I had some investigating to do. Seek our way out. Alright. I'm gonna save here, and this is where we're gonna stop for today. This is Devinala Mascador, aka the Geek Generalist. It's midnight, sharp. I can't believe I made it fall like on the clock. Yeah, I need to go to bed, so I'm not gonna be hosting. I'm not gonna be rating anyone. I'm gonna go straight to bed. Tomorrow I'm gonna work. I don't know when I'm gonna finish work, but as soon as I'm well enough, like well rested enough after the work to go back streaming, it's gonna be Punchline. So looking forward to it, and we're gonna continue a Zero Escape on Saturday after more Punchline. So it's gonna be Punchline tomorrow, and then Punchline on Saturday, and then Zero Escape where we're gonna finish 10 Myojis betray a tree, and then if we find some keys to unlock other endings, we're gonna get to them. But for right now,